बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम नहमदुहु व नसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली रब्बि यस्सिर वला तुअस्सिर वतम्मिम बिल खैर आमीन या रब्बल आलमीन. Our today's topic is huruful atfi. Harf is singular, huruf is plural. We have talked about waw as a conjunction. Today we are going to talk about these three conjunctions: waw, fa, and summa. There are many more, but we are today only going to focus on these three. And we are going to look at the differences between these three and how they are used in sentences. Waw, we know is simple, that means and. Let us look at these examples. When we say Ja'a Hamidun wa Zaidun, so Ja'a is fail, which means came, Hamid came, Hamid and Zaid came. Okay, so few points to note about waw is that it does not give order in the sequences of events, or in this case arrival of these two persons. It doesn't give order. This does not necessarily mean that Hamid came and then Zaid came. Hamid and Zaid may have come at the same time. Hamid may have come before Zaid, or Zaid may have come before Hamid. So it doesn't really give us an order of events. And not only that, waw does not exactly tell us what was the time interval between the arrival of these two persons. As I said, they may have come at the same time. They may have come 1 hour apart, 2 hours apart, 1 week apart, 1 month apart. So any period of time. So it doesn't really give us any order, nor it does tell us anything about the time of arrival of these two persons. On the other hand, when we say Ja'a Hamidun fa Zaidun, here this fa gives order. This certainly means Hamid came and then Zaid came. Not only that, there is only short period of time between the arrival of these two persons. Ja'a Hamidun fa Zaidun means Hamid came and soon after that Zaid arrived. So there is not a long interval between the arrival of these two persons. Or if there are events, one event may have happened soon after the other one. Let's look at summa. Ja'a Hamidun summa Zaidun. Hamid came and then Zaid came. So summa also gave order in the events the way they are happening. But summa also tells us that there was an extensive period of time, not a brief period of time between the arrival of these two persons, but an extensive period of time between the arrival of these two persons. So Hamid came and then Zaid came. So Zaid may have come, for example, half an hour later, 10 hours later, 1 day later, 2 weeks later. However, if we look at the context, for example, if they both are going to attend, for example, a birthday party, so we will imagine that Hamid came and maybe about 1 hour later Zaid came. So it can't be that Hamid came and Zaid came the next day. So context has to be taken into account as well, and that's how it works. Let's also look at this, how we are going to translate this. For example, we say Ja'a Hamidun fa Zaidun summa Khalidun. This means we can translate it this way, that Hamid came, soon after that Zaid followed, and a significant time later Khalid arrived. So Hamid and Zaid, they came kind of not very far as far as the time is concerned. Not a long period of interval between their arrival, but definitely Summa means Khalid came sometime later. Again, it will depend on the context. If it was arrival at a holiday resort, so Hamid came and Zaid probably followed soon after that, about half an hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes later, and Khalid may have come the next day. So that's the difference between waw, fa, and summa. Let us look at some Quran examples. Let's look at this example first. Summa amatahu fa akbarahu. Let's ignore this summa at this point in time because it is related to the previous ayah. Amatahu fa akbarahu. He makes him die, and then fa means soon after this event, the death, he assigns him a grave. And this is not physical grave. This is a Surah Abasa, Surah number 80 and ayah number 21. So he makes him die and then assigns him a grave, which means immediately soon after the death, a grave is assigned, and that's not physical grave as we know it. And then next ayah is Summa iza sha'a ansharahu. And then when he would wish, he is going to raise him. So Summa is clearly longer period of time here. So the soon he died, he was assigned a grave, and then it's gonna take a significant period of time before he is going to be raised again, and that's clearly mean the day of judgment, the day of resurrection. So that summa could be any period of time. Clearly it could be 20 years, 40 years, 100 years, 200 years, million years. So it doesn't really give any time scale, but only tells us that it is going to be an extensive period of time before this is going to happen.